What's up, YouTube? It's Mike here, back with another video. It's time for some more sand. I've been saying that I'm gonna add sand to this tank. I finally got the sand that I wanted. So this one's a little bit more complicated because I do have to rinse it. I've never used it before. I'm sure it's messy and there's a lot of it. So I'm gonna have to slowly rinse each bag outside and then bring it down in, dump it in, and I have to carefully dump it. I really don't want it to get stuck in the filter and whatnot. So I think I'm gonna turn off the pump while I do this and see how it goes. I also have to clean the glass. I know I'm gonna get comments about that. I will be cleaning all the glass. It's just a lot of glass and I've been lazy. I haven't wanted to do it. So I'll clean the glass after the cloudiness goes away, after adding the new sand. But for right now, I'm gonna dive right in and start rinsing it. It has arrived. Looks like, I don't know, maybe I got seven 50-pound bags of red garnet sand. I'm pretty excited. I'm just not sure. I think I'm gonna have to rinse it outside, so I'm gonna leave it out here for now. So all my outside hoses are put away for the winter, and as you see, we got some snow on the ground still. This is gonna be messy. My thought is I'm gonna empty the sand into this and rinse it out in here and see how clean the water is that comes out of it. Alright, well, I did a lot of rinsing and there's a slight tinge to it still, but it's pretty clear at this point. So I'm just going to give it one more round and then I'm going to dump this first bag in, but I spent a lot of time on it and yeah, I think it's unavoidable. It's going to cloud up no matter what I do, so cleaning it as much as I can, but it's dirty stuff. Okay, I turned off filtration. I'm going to dump the first bag in. So I ended up doing smaller amounts at once. I'm cleaning smaller amounts at once because the 50-pound bag all at once is very difficult to dump in once it's wet. probably turns into closer to 100 pounds once it's wet, and makes it impossible for me to really dump it in. I struggled so bad on this stepladder. The tank is 53 inches tall, and I'm 5'9", just to give you an idea. So very difficult for me to dump all that sand in at once. So I'm doing half a bag now, cleaning it, and then dumping that in. Well, I am completely exhausted. That took me about 3 hours. It was 7 bags, so 350 pounds. I didn't order as much sand as I did for the 1100 for a couple reasons. One, the sand in the 1100 covered better than I expected. I ordered 10 bags for that, and I only used 7 of them. So that was the first reason I only ordered 7 bags of this red garnet sand. And the second reason is the price. I spent $300 on just 7 bags. The shipping was free, luckily, and I'm sure whoever delivered it hates me. But the saving of the money really in that big of a deal. However, it was expensive, so I'm like, I don't want to buy 10 bags and then not need it all. But I kind of need more, so I'm gonna order more. I think I'm gonna order 100 more pounds, so it'll be a total of 850 pounds. So I'm sure you guys want to see it, and literally I just finished, so you can get an idea of, after all that cleaning I did, each bag took probably, I don't know, 20 minutes, something like that, maybe more, to clean. And I had to do half at a time, or I'd never be able to get it in. So yeah, here we go. It covered in sand. Let's check it out. Well guys, let me know what you guys think of this sand. I absolutely love it. I think what I'm going to do is add another 100 pounds, and I'm going to do what I talked about months ago and switch out a couple of these LED blue lights for some white ones. They make the same version that has a whiter setting, and I used 2 of the whiter ones, one in the front and one in the back, and those are what brighten up the tank pretty well. So I'll replace 2 of the 3 middle ones, the ones that line the center braces, with whiter ones. So that's going to brighten up the tank a bit. I think that's going to make the sand look a lot redder, because it is red, but it's coming across pretty brown and pretty dark. So yeah, that's my plan for that. The sand itself, I think, is absolutely beautiful. It's very uniform. It's still got a nice natural look. I also think that the The darker colored substrate is going to help the fish color up a little bit. The only negative thing about having the bare bottom light gray color epoxy tank was like the gar all washed out and got very, very light in color, and I think they're going to darken up now that they're against a darker substrate. So we shall see if their patterns come back a little darker now that they've got a darker background under them. So I think that's a positive. Actually, all the fish kind of washed out a little bit in the tank, so I think this will help. The next step is going to be, I'm going to add some big rocks. I got to get some, and it's going to be very difficult to get them in. But the next step will be getting some big rocks, and I've got some ideas on the rest of the scape as well. Keep the ideas coming for me. I appreciate everybody's suggestions. Everybody's always giving me suggestions on what they would do and whatnot, and I might not necessarily do what you guys always want, but I do like the suggestions. A lot of you have a lot of great ideas, so keep the suggestions coming for scaping ideas. It's going to be a slow process, as I said in my original video about scaping this tank. It is going to be a slow process. It won't be something that I'm going to jump right into, but I will slowly be scaping this tank as time goes on. Well, that just about wraps up this video. I'm pretty tired, actually. That was a lot of work. And you see the little ray here burying himself. Looks like the rays are enjoying this. So great success, as always. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the video. And ring that notification bell for notifications. And follow me on Instagram at Off the Deep End Aquatics. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.